Hello everyone, welcome to another Pro Charts video. My name is Lawton Ho here with Verified Investing Pro Trader here. Before I get any further, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us know that you want to see more content just like this, helps YouTube know that you want to see more content like this on your feed, and it helps us continue to pump out all this free content for all of you guys at home. Continuously. With that being said, today we're going to talk about stocks. We're talking about the S&P, the Qs, Google, Microsoft, SanDisk, Micron, and SpaceX. Those are the tickers I have for you today. And let's just hop right into it, shall we? Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, let's hop into it. So today the S&P initially opened slightly higher. There were tensions rising this weekend over potential war, and then continuation of that war, escalation, and then things seem to have calmed. So it's just kind of a mixed bag. You know, going into, I believe, Saturday or Sunday, I was really under the impression that, hey, the strait is closed now. You're going to be closed again. There's going to be a lot more fighting, but it seems like for now, especially in the early morning today, things have kind of been quelled. However, that did not stop the markets. The markets initially had a decent push up about on the day. We were on the S&P up about 0.5%, and now you can see we're clearly negative, down about 1% from those intraday highs. Going to the Qs, you see something similar, right? Similar story. Initially opened up higher, pushing up slightly higher, and now are negative about, let's see how far down, about a 1.5% down from the from those highs, right? Next up, let's talk a little bit about Google. Guys, Google absolutely getting walloped today. Opened the day down about 3%. And if you try and find news about Google, you don't really see too much, right? There is some news here. You know, Barron's is reporting that Google lost a Nobel Prize to Anthropic, but that's not enough to cause this mega cap. The truth is, these mega caps just aren't sexy anymore. They're not attractive. They're not high flyers. They're not runners. And it just shows how much the overall market is being propped up by these AI plays, right? Because if AI wasn't a thing, if these big names like Micron, SanDisk, these AI players weren't playing right now, we could be honestly down like 2 or 3% on the S&P for the day, right? But the question is, well, what's Google doing? Where is going to be support, resistance? I know you guys are traders out there. Well, initially, I'm recognizing when I see this chart a nice head and shoulders pattern, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right, the shoulder should be over there, but you get what I'm talking about. And this is a nice bearish pattern with the break of this neckline. If we can close below confirm, looks like we could see continued selling, right? And that measured move, just for all of you who are curious on Google. Ooh, nice. About a 20% drop, basically down to the 280 level right now. Do I think that's going to happen? It's unlikely. You're going to have support here, you know, all throughout here. You know, you have some levels of support going forward. I'm targeting namely 321.50, particularly if we can get there tomorrow. 305, you expect to bounce off that gap fill, and then 300 psychological level. As someone who, you know, spends a lot of time investing in dividend paying stocks and like safe names, should we get close to the lows of the year, somewhere around 270-ish, in the 270s, this is where I'd be a buyer for a long-term perspective. But just to keep an eye out on these levels here on Google. Feel free to pause it and take a look at these levels. Microsoft, you know, similar story. I mean, what a fall from grace, right? Down 21% since its highs here at the beginning of the month. Right, this is really tremendous amount of selling, and Microsoft just continuing to sink here. I mean, we're even lower, and this is what I'm saying, right? These names aren't sexy, right? They're not popular. They're not the cool thing to be in anymore, right? These household names, these mega caps, these trillion-dollar companies are continuing to fall as investors lose interest. But Microsoft, for me, I'm really looking around the 365 level as a potential area for a bounce. I mean, I really thought it was going to bounce off of the 373, 370 level, but just continuing to sell right through it. And it's interesting to see that, initially, we opened lower on Microsoft. Microsoft actually went green before the sell-off. Google, I mean, not quite the same story, just straight sold off. And really kind of astonishing. But speaking of high flyers, look at SanDisk, guys. Here's 23.55 here on SanDisk on the day. This company at all-time highs was up about 7.5%. You look at news, there's not much news. I think it's just retail is just continuing to pile in. For me, $2,500 seems like a good level of resistance. If you told me that you told me in April SanDisk was going to be $2,500, I would say you're crazy. It's not going there, but it's almost 5x since there, right? And retail has kind of been trained and programmed in their brain that, hey, just buy the dip on these things, on these popular names. Just buy the dip, because it'll just go up eventually, right? But once this thing gets exhausted, we'll see if we can't get an eventual breakdown. But I'm watching this $2,500 level intently. Another high flyer, Micron. Wow, guys. Micron got another upgrade. Absolutely crazy. I don't remember what exactly the upgrade was to, but it had another upgrade today, which just leads me to believe that these, analysts, so-called analysts, are just pulling numbers out of thin air, honestly. And Micron opened up 5 or 6% higher, pushed up to 1203, pierced that $1,200 level. It had a good sell sense, right, from its highs. Doesn't look like much. I'll scroll in a little bit, zoom in a bit for you guys. Down about almost 2% from its intraday highs, right? So decent sell-off there. You got to ask and think, like, when is this thing going to stop? For me, I'm watching a couple of key trend lines, namely this one, right? You have previous all-time high, and the resistance here around 1230-ish, right? That's where I personally am looking for major resistance on Micron, but we're going to have to see, right? Micron is driving the entire semiconductor market. It is the sexy semiconductor, and I didn't mention NVIDIA earlier, but NVIDIA kind of hits multiple categories for us, right? It's a mega cap, right? It's the most valuable company in the world. And B, it's a semiconductor. But you can just see, just while all these other chips are at its all-time highs, NVIDIA falling out of favor, down about 11% from its all-time highs. Briefly went positive today, was up about 1.5%, but is well negative, down about 0.5% here. And the last stock I want to talk about, speaking of large cap companies, SpaceX, this $2 trillion company, which was up as high up here around 225, has completely crushed its previous pivot lows. This 168.35 was like, that seemed like a good level for a bounce, but it kind of crushed that SpaceX down about 10.5%. For me, key levels to watch here on SpaceX. I know everyone wants to look for a buying opportunity. This gap fill here at 161, you got to expect a potential bounce there, right? You got to expect a bounce there. And let's say it doesn't bounce there, well, then really the 150 region is kind of where you're looking next, right? If we can get down to 150, that's where personally I would look to buy, probably slightly above that. You have to think that if it IPO'd there, they're going to defend that significantly. I heard, we were talking today on the day trading room, and Gareth was saying that, a lot of the average price for these holders is somewhere around 180, 185 for all of everyone in SpaceX. So down about 10% from that level can't feel good. But this is why, IPOs are scary, because, you can make some money on the way up. You made 40% just to lose 26% on the way down. right? But just keep an eye on these couple levels, 161, and the key 150 level is going to be massive there for SpaceX. We'll see if it can get a bounce, but yeah, just something to keep an eye on in the next couple of days. With that being said, guys, that's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Lawton Ho here with Verified Investing. Thank you guys so much for watching this, tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a really good week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.